This news update is brought to you by
Grab somebody and tell them hello. Pure happiness will be connect to flow. Smile and cheer because that is we flow. Grab somebody and tell them hello. With your hands in the air, hands in the air, hands in the air, hands in the air. This is how we flow, yeah. Grab somebody and tell them this is how we flow. Pure happiness will be connect to flow.
This is the Barbados Today afternoon news update for Thursday, November 26. Thank you for joining us. I am Mary-Claire Williams. It will soon be illegal to inflict corporal punishment on children in Barbados. Attorney General Adriel Brathwaite gave notice of this policy decision in an address to a Stop Violence Against Children rally this morning. It was organized by the Criminal Justice Research and Planning Unit. Barbados Today's Emmanuel Joseph was there and filed this report.
Brathwaite contended that Barbados had to adhere to the Convention on the Rights of the Child, which it has signed on to, and which requires this country to eliminate corporal punishment. He went further and announced that this island's new Criminal Justice Act provides for the elimination of corporal punishment for persons under 18 years of age. The Attorney General told parents and guardians that there are alternative means of disciplining children, pointing to the many men and women whom he said have been scarred for life as a result of physical punishment when they were young. He argued that discipline was important, but it did not have to be from a belt. UNICEF Children's Champion Faith Marshall Harris welcomed the Attorney General's pronouncement on corporal punishment, adding that she was now no longer a voice crying in the wilderness. Marshall Harris said that the physical and emotional violence being exhibited by children today was an extension of the corporal punishment they receive. She said she and the government authorities are trying to end the cycle of violence where violent children become violent adults. From the Lloyd Erskine Sandyford Center, Emmanuel Joseph for Barbados Today.
And still on the topic of children, students of the Grantley Prescott Memorial School have been getting a few lessons on being law-abiding citizens. That's when Station Sergeant Roland Cobbler addressed them at a special lecture this morning.
How you behave now at primary school will play a role in how you behave as you grow older. With this in mind, I want you to understand that living a life free of crime and doing the things that are right and not the things that are wrong will assist you in your positive development and contribute to your success. It is therefore important that you do not engage in acts such as stealing, using threatening words such as "I will lick you down," fighting, or even using illegal drugs. These are just a few of the activities that if you become involved in as children, you are likely to become involved in these same behaviors as you become adults.
Minister of Industry Donville Inniss has hit back at criticisms from the President of the National Union of Public Workers of the Shops Bill, which was passed in Parliament earlier this week. Following the passage on Tuesday night, NUPW President Akani McDowell told Barbados Today he wanted Inniss to meet with trade unions to discuss workers' concerns about the measure. The law authorizes businesses to open from Monday to Sunday from 7 a.m. to 10 p.m. McDowell says his union was in the dark about the details of the bill, but Inniss says the NUPW should meet with the Barbados Workers Union as, according to him, they have taken a more mature approach to the matter. Inniss added that NUPW members were already working in a 24/7 environment, including those in the police force, the fire service, immigration, customs, and healthcare.
There's regional and international news after this short break.
Secure your future, be financially strong. Since 1983, we have been there for you. A smart range of products, great tax benefits. We're the solution to your hopes and your dreams. The Barbados Workers Union Cooperative Credit Union. The Barbados Workers Union Cooperative Credit Union. Humble beginnings to smart loans, smart savings. Save smart and borrow smarter. That's
In news from the region, Antigua's Prime Minister Gaston Browne is dismissing an article in a UK newspaper accusing the island's candidate for the post of Commonwealth Secretary General of fraud. The Daily Telegraph published a story implicating Sir Ronald Sanders in a scandal which was unearthed by Canadian forensic accountant Robert Linquist in an investigation which was commissioned by the Baldwin Spencer administration. Browne says he is concerned that the article is an attempt to ruin Sir Ron's chances and embarrass the country. Sir Ron's nomination has been endorsed by several Caribbean countries. However, he is facing competition from Dominica's nominee, the former UK Attorney General Baroness Patricia Scotland. Prime Minister Roosevelt Skerrit has refused to withdraw Baroness Scotland's candidacy, even though there is overwhelming support among regional leaders for Sir Ronald Sanders. Guyana is beginning talks on setting up a sovereign wealth fund as it prepares to cash in on ExxonMobil's oil and gas operations. We get more in this report from Capital News.
For each barrel of oil sold, Guyana is expected to receive a percentage of sales in keeping with a production agreement with U.S. company ExxonMobil. A sovereign wealth fund will be established to manage the windfall from the oil sales. On Wednesday, a two-day seminar started with focus on Guyana developing a sovereign wealth fund framework with assistance from the Canadian High Commission. Minister of Governance Raphael Trotman said the seminar is part of the process of helping the country prepare for the heavy responsibility of managing the extractive industry.
Guyana's intention is to create a sovereign wealth fund from the revenues gained within its extractive industries. These fiscal structures are to be built taking the lesson learned by other countries and Guyana's own unique context into consideration. Which strategies and policies maximize the net benefits from resource development projects, and how can industry and governments work together to reform poor governance models in favor of greater transparency and accountability are all areas to be explored and answered on this journey.
Government is even looking to have all of Guyana's natural resources earnings be housed within resource wealth management funds, said Minister Trotman.
In international news, Russia is preparing wide-ranging economic sanctions against Turkey over the downing of one of its jets on the Turkey-Syria border. The Prime Minister, Dmitry Medvedev, said the measures would be drafted within days and they could hit joint investment plans. Meanwhile, Turkey has rejected Russian demands for an apology over its downing of a fighter jet on the Turkey-Syrian border. Turkey says the plane violated its airspace, charges that Russia denies. Tensions between the two countries, which back opposing sides in the Syrian civil war, have risen sharply over the incident. The US, the EU, and the UN have been appealing for calm. And finally, a miracle child. That's how a newborn baby is being called after he was found in the nativity manger in a church in New York. The little boy was wrapped in towels and still had his umbilical cord attached when he was discovered at the Holy Child Jesus Church in Queens. He is said to be in a healthy state and a stable condition. We get more in this BBC report.
A little baby in a manger, not in Bethlehem, but in New York. It's thought this boy's mother left him in the nativity scene at a church on Monday afternoon. He was found crying by a church custodian.
I was shocked and yet really moved by it. You know, it's the church is meant to be a home for those in need, and you know, Pope Francis preaches about mercy, and this is actually a year of mercy, and what more merciful way to live but to give a home to someone in need.
The baby's believed to have been just 4 to 5 hours old when he was found. He was taken to hospital to be checked and is said to be healthy and in a stable condition.
A baby wrapped in a towel. The baby was crying, so obviously he was well. He was breathing. He had good color, and we noticed that his umbilical cord was still attached.
Under New York law, the church is a safe haven, a place where a person can leave their baby up to 30 days old, but the mother should have notified someone that he was there. The mother has now been found and interviewed by police, but the district attorney has said she won't face any criminal charges because she'd acted within the spirit of the safe haven law.
And that's the news. There's more on our website, www.barbadostoday.bb. You can also subscribe to our e-paper, email updates, and like us on Facebook. We're on Izumi Media in bus terminals and Screenplay at supermarkets and gas stations. Also tune in to Channel 101 on Flow TV or Mix 96.9 FM for more news and sports. I am Marika Williams. Good afternoon.